right. Hey, everybody. This is Diana at the Misfit Journal Maker, and I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I am going to do a little video today on alternate junk journals, I guess you want to call it. There's people who are kind of maybe apprehensive about making a journal of their own, creating a cover, or using a gutted book. Sometimes, you just gotta wait till you're ready to do it, I guess. And maybe you never will be. So there is other ways to create a junk journal by buying journals. And I have about 4 examples here. These are all from Amazon. I don't remember the price. I've had them for quite a while. There's this type. This one has 5 signatures in it, and they're all sewed in with leather. These pages are all blank, okay? I'm using this as a prayer journal, and this would be one alternative. It would work exactly the same way. Actually, all of these would work exactly the same way as a junk journal. These would be, I'm not sure. It's kind of a lot of pages. You could try. You might have to take some out if you were to buy something like this, because there's a lot of pages. So I don't know how thick that would be once you started adding ephemera. It might just be a little bit too thick. However, this is one alternative. This one is leather. It has this wraparound tie. Really nice. I don't believe it was much over like 15 bucks or something like that. I can't really remember. But anyway, this is one. Okay, the next one, this is also from, and it is leather. This is also from Amazon. And this particular cover here comes with just the leather. These were from the Dollar Tree, I believe, and they're just little books that you put in with the elastic cord. Okay, so this is also an alternative. Okay, you can take some pages out or just go along and add your ephemera as you go. And these are kind of nice because when you're done, you just can pull it out and put a new one in. You can also put ephemera in the pockets. It's got a big old pocket back here. They're kind of nice because it's leather and it lasts, and over time it gets more grungy and it's more, I haven't used this too much. This is actually what I use to kind of keep track of journals I sold, and I also write like what state they're to, stuff like that. So this is what I use this one for. Then we also have, which I showed, this I just made a tutorial for. This is your altered composition notebook. Okay, so you can, this you would definitely have to take pages out of, or actually, if I was using this, I would glue probably 2 or 3 together to make them thicker. And that would be another alternative. I hope I'm in frame here. Maybe I'm too low. Let's see. Okay, hopefully. So yeah, I would probably glue a few pages together because they're not that thick. And that way that from there you could go on to like gluing your pockets in. You could add lace, stuff like that. So, and also I've added pockets to the back. I added a pocket to the front, and you can add pockets throughout. So this is also alternative number 3. And then, whoa, I'm having an avalanche over here. I have this one. Okay, and this is kind of what everybody picks up. This is from just like a department store here that's discounted. I've had this for years. The back's pretty nice. The front is pretty messed up. It's really been beaten up. So I don't know how I would cover this because of the grain and whatever. Probably I'd Mod Podge on here, or maybe use what is it, modeling paste, whatever, with a stencil, maybe, I don't know. But that's something else. You can always recreate your covers and make them look just as beautiful as anyone who starts from scratch. Now, I know I've said a lot about using stickers. And I have no problem with using stickers. I have a problem with sticker books, okay? And I don't necessarily have a problem per se with them. I have the problem of them being called journals because you can't write in them. They're pages upon pages of stickers that are on top of stickers that are on top of stickers. And while they are very beautiful, a lot of them, for me personally, it's just not something I want to do. Now, I use this particular one, or I did, I write scriptures every day, okay? And I've added to it all these beautiful stickers, okay? Because I wanted my scripture book to have pretty stickers, okay? So that is one way that you could use it, as well as when you're using it as a writing journal. Is just as you're going, add your stickers to the top, to the sides, whatever you feel like doing. It makes it look really beautiful, all these different flowers. And so yeah, to me, that's a really good way to use stickers, okay? You're making your pages look pretty in between where you're writing. And so yeah, I really think that's a good idea. This is a perfect example of one of the things you can use for your already made journals. Okay, then I went from stickers to, I had some fussy cut little things here, and I glued these in. So you can also, this is another thing you can do. You can fussy cut little things and glue them in to your journals. So that's number 2. And I pulled down a little bit. Then I went to washi tape. I don't use much washi tape, but I decided, you know, I'm going to just go for something different. So in between each of my scriptures, I used washi tape. That's another thing you can use, which you don't have to do it in this way. You could put it down the side. You could put it just at the top and just at the bottom. If you wanted to go across, you could do anything you want with the washi tape. It's cute, and it, you know, brightens up your book. So the whole thing for me is you can use all these ideas to create your junk journal. I'm just not wanting to use it solely so that I can't write anything in it. That's just my deal. So then I went from that. I can't draw. I can kind of doodle. This is all colored pencils. Okay. Here I just made squigglies and triangles, some little vines. I did some hearts, some flowers, some more vines, some clouds, and some birds, some ribbons, butterflies, more just whatever. I don't know. I just kind of like tried to keep breaking it up. Stars, arrows, little flowers made out of hearts, just some kind of little doodle up here. And I think I quit. Yeah. So anyway, those are all ideas that you can use for your store-bought journal. Okay, that's without, like, you know, making your own. Now, another thing you can do, I'm not probably going to use this journal again, so I'll kind of just start from here. And that is if you want to make a pocket. Now, I have this that is a scalloped, and I also have the one that is just the circle. I'm going to just use the scallop just for the heck of it. So I'm going to go and try to get about halfway on the page. Okay. And you could also go ahead and, if I can get this, let's see. I don't know if I have any ink left. I don't think I have ink on this thing. Let me see. Where's my ink? Okay. I'm just trying to give you guys ideas that you can use that are the same as that everybody uses in the other junk journals. You're just doing it on a book that's already made. So you can go ahead and you can put your ink there, or you could ink all the way around even to show that this is going to be a pocket. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your glue, and hopefully my glue's working. Oh, yay. And just glue all the way up both sides. Okay. And then just press down. Okay. And you've made yourself a pocket. Okay, so from there, I have this big overflowing box of all cut out ephemeras of multiple different types and kinds. So let's say, oh, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Let me just grab something. I don't know what all this is. Here, we'll just grab a couple of these bookmarks that are already cut out. And whatever. And, oops, sorry, hit the thing. And so, here you go. You know, I'm not saying to use these bookmarks, but I'm just using it as an example that you can, and actually you could even cut, probably what would be a really good idea is cut here, okay? Cut down, then do your little thing, and that way you don't have to have this full pocket. Although if you want, this is really good to say, oh goodness, let me see what I have here. I have tons of stuff everywhere except when I want it. Let's just go ahead in here. Here's just a piece. This is a Tim Holtz piece of paper, but this is really good. Say this was just a blank piece of paper. You could just put it in here, and that's extra writing space. Or if you had, you know, like maybe you went to a movie and it was special night and you wanted to keep the stubs, or other things that you did from, say, a day away, taking a drive, you went to, I don't know, somewhere, and you just kept some of the things that you collected along the way. This is a really good spot to keep them because it's nice and big, okay? So you could either go all the way out, or like I said, just cut this one page and then put your tab, which would, you know, you'd be able to see more in here if you didn't want the full pocket. That's one idea, okay? Another is the same as you would do in a regular journal, and that would be, you could just pick a piece of card. This isn't cardstock, so I probably wouldn't use it for a tuck, but you would just glue your tuck here, and then you have your spot to put in a couple of bookmarks or whatever you want. You'd only glue it, you know, on the side, so this is open here. Okay, it also leaves you room up here to write if you want, down here, and also on the back of whatever you put in the pocket. So that's another thing. Let's see. Also, you can add, let's see what I have in here. Oh my goodies. I save all of these longer pieces. Yeah, like we save everything. I don't know about you guys. I got to go through and start getting rid of. I have all of these little different pieces of scrap. Okay, I don't know that any of them are even long enough. Let's see. I think those are the only ones. Anyway, so here, say you have your piece of scrap, okay, that you cut off of something. And you just take it, make it the size you want, and just glue it. And that's a way to decorate the edge of your page. You can also do the same as, I'm hitting everything today. You could do the same as you do I do in my journals, okay? And this is from the dollar store lace. And you just take it and you would make it the length of the page. Now, I don't think I'd glue this onto here because it matches the page too much. So I'd probably use a color, but it's the same thing. You just take it and you're going to glue your lace down the edge. So that's another thing you can do. You can also, let's see. You could also glue your page up like, let's see, how would that work? Well, you'd probably be able to, I don't know. It's the same. You're basically just doing the same thing that you would do in, oh, I have it. That you would do in any journal. The difference is that your journal is already made. You're not making it on your own. So here's a piece of ephemera I made. Okay. So you could just take that and glue it in there. Okay. So you're just gluing your ephemera that you would do in a regular journal into your store-bought. I have some other pieces. If I can get them. Okay. I made these for a journal. I never used them. But same difference, okay? You could actually build on this. And instead of 2, you could turn it into 4 pockets, okay? And that would be another thing you could do. So that's that one. Also, this was, I did a tutorial on that one. Plus, I did a tutorial on this. And you would just glue it in. And then you would add in the pockets, your little pieces of ephemera. So, yeah, basically, you're doing everything the same. But you're just not having to go through dyeing all the paper. You're not having to create the covers. You're just doing the pages. Now, these pages are really close together. So you might have to rip some out. And the way you want to do that is, if you have to rip them out, that's completely up to you about how thick it gets. They're usually, and of course I can't find them in this one, they usually have where they're sewed in sections. Let me see if I can find one here. Okay, and this one, of course, I'm not finding the center. Oh my gosh. Let's see. This is really tight. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so here we've got a string, a string, a string. You don't want to you don't want to take out the ones that have the string. So you would come and maybe go over here, and I'm just going to do this just because, and you would rip out this one. Okay, but then you want to go back this way because it isn't going to stay. It's only going to be tucked in. I think it's this one. Yeah, you need to pull out the coordinating one, because if you don't, it's just going to end up falling out. So that's how you're going to do it. To thin it out, you need to find those strings, okay? And once you found the strings, don't take it out. Now I lost them again. Come on, guys. Let's see. Where'd they go? Yeah, it might be a good idea to like mark it where you find when you find the strings. Now I lost them again. Wait, is this it? Nope. Well, goodness me. Let's see. I'm telling you. Okay, here they are. So when you find the ones that have the strings, okay, you're not gonna pull those out, and I wouldn't pull the next one out. So go to the third one and pull it out. Then skip another couple pages and pull that out. But make sure that you're not up to the next strings, because you don't want, the strings are what keeps the book together. So you definitely don't want to go and pull out a section that, you know, the whole section. Here's another set of strings. So actually, I would suggest going until you find your next section of strings, or your next signature. Count how many pages you have, and then pull out like every third. Okay, that's what I would do. And you have to, if you pull this one out, you've got to go to the corresponding one over here and pull it out, because it's not going to stay in, because these two are folded and they're hooked together. So if you pull one out, this one eventually is going to fall out if you don't take it out. And that's the same way when you do an altered book. You have to do it the same exact way. So, you know, you can do crazy stuff like fold your page up, glue across here, or turn it the other way. You can make that a tuck. You can actually cut this way like this, and I might as well just go ahead and do it, show you guys. I'm not on a, so it's a little bit, you got to be a little bit careful, because I'm not having a way to make sure that this is straight, which it's not going to be. So you might have to mess with it a few times until you get it to the corner. I think we got it here. Okay. So for instance, you can glue this whole thing together, or you can, I hope I'm in frame, you can glue across here. Okay, I'll just go ahead and do it. Glue across the bottom here of these two. Okay, and you can use this for a pocket. Okay, or if you want to, you can just come and glue across here, and this whole thing can be your pocket, which I think I would do because that would be more sturdier. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue this across. I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying. I'm not confusing you. So, okay. And then you can decorate this any way you want. So we just made a pocket out of 2 pages right there. Okay. Simple, easy, fast. And just decorate this. You could use stamps. You can use stencils. Let's stencil it just for the heck of it. Let me see. I kind of like this one. Let's go with this. And I'm going to use, I had people asking me about this Warren lipstick, so I'm going to use that. And let me grab the right sponge. Okay. And I don't know if I want to do the, I could stencil the whole page. I got a mess. Wow. Let me see. I got too much stuff on my desk. Okay. Am I still filming? Yes. And hitting the camera. Sorry about that, guys. I don't want to make you dizzy. Okay. So I'm just going to take the stencil. I really like this one. And I'm going to get a bunch of ink on my, this is Warren Lips. This is the Ranger Tim Holtz Warren lipstick distress offset. Okay, and I'm going to just line up my stencil and just pat. Or you can go back and forth too, that works. Okay. Now if you only want to get your pocket with the stencil, then you should put something behind it. I don't really care because I think I might do the whole thing, but let's just see what we get here. The only thing is with this, it's a little bit harder. I like to do all the stuff before my journal is actually put together, because that allows me to have more freedom of space as far as getting into the pages. Okay. So yeah, I didn't go all the way. So yeah, you can just keep doing it till you have it all the way up here. I don't know. Try not to get on that other space, which I'm surprised I didn't, but I didn't. So yeah, you could do that. That's one way to decorate. And like I said, you could do the whole thing. But also with this, you could add more stencils of a different type. You could go back behind and I have an idea. Let's see. I have all of these little stickles, okay? And this is like I get addicted to these things. I don't think I want to use pink and pink. Let me change that. I'm going to use this blue because this is really pretty. Because it doesn't matter right now. I'm just trying to show you guys and I want it to show up on camera. So, I want to make sure it's going to come out. And I could just start up here. Those are kind of big, but with these, you just want to go up, down, because you don't want a tail. And just make, which I think that looks really cute. And you just go ahead and, now this, I don't know that I should have done that because I can't shut the page. This is going to take a while to dry. But yeah, so you just, you know, take a clip and clip it open until it dries. And, you know, if you wanted, you could just go throughout and, you know, I like it just the way it is like that. And then you could pick paper or whatever, and you've got yourself a really cute little pocket. And that's all in your store-bought journal. You could also put a bunch of different, you know, journaling cards or whatever you want to put in there, you can put in there. So that's another thing. Or you could put great big tags, like I have this one, which kind of matches the pinks. Boy, I'm taking a chance here. Put that in. So, you know, it's completely up to you. You know, with the pages like this, you just have to realize that you are going to have to pull out pages because it's going to be too thick. So, yeah, you just can do anything you want. Another thing, oh, I wish I wouldn't have done that. You could, I don't know how I'm going to show you now. Okay, what I'm thinking here is you could cut up to the center here and then fold it up, and that would be another way to make a pocket, okay? Or you could fold down and just have a flip. So really, you just could watch videos on YouTube and find out all of the, or even look at the things that I make or other people on the group make. And all you have to do is copy those things into your already made journal. Some of them you might not be able to do as easily because your pages are already stuck in. I do all the hard stuff before I sew mine in because sometimes it's hard to get, you know, like you could see with the stencil, it's kind of hard to get in, but it's doable. It's completely doable. So these are just a few of the things that I wanted to show you that you can do that are, you know, completely the same, but you're just not doing the hard work, which is, you know, dyeing all the papers. And even if you wanted to, you could get your ink pad and just go over the entire thing. Another thing you can do with this, well, I'm going to save that because I want to use that with the altered journal, so I'm not going to show you that yet. But you could add, okay, no, that's not going to show up well. Okay, here's a perfect example. This is a piece of scrapbook paper. Okay, you just glue it down like that here across, you know, underneath, and you've got yourself a pocket. That's the same thing I would do with a regular, you know, handmade journal. So you can use this, you can use journal kits the same way that you would use it if you were making your own journal. You can glue down a whole page. Let me grab something. Okay, this is from the last journal I made. And as you can see, it fits the whole page. So you could just cut this, okay? And it's a little bit bigger, but that's okay. And just put that in as, you know, you would in a regular journal. And this would be just a page you don't write on, but it's one that is, you know, that you could repeat throughout with the different kit pages. Okay. The only difference is you're gluing in the entire page because it's not already in there. You could also go ahead and washi tape in your book, in your extra pages. But with this, I don't think I would do that because every page in here is a writing page. So if you glue this over here and just have that as one of your, you know, graphic pages, that's perfectly fine. And then you could skip, and then the next page would be a writing page. But you can use the kit in these just the exact same way that I would use the kit in, you know, a handmade journal. So I hope this helps. I think this is a really cool idea. I really like this. I want to keep this open because I don't want it to get wrecked. I like it. I'm going to grab a clip here. But yeah, you just, you know, there's ways around them. There's ways around how to do these things. And if you have a ton of ephemera, if you have a ton of scrapbook paper, you know, there's just, it's very easy. The biggest thing, like I said, is taking out the pages because there's just way too many in here. Unless you're going to use, if you're going to just go ahead and use regular paper, that is like book pages, that's very flat and not heavy. Or if you're going to use just regular copy paper to make, you know, you can, to make your little pockets or what have you, that might work okay. But if you're going to get into the thicker stuff, like say something like this, then you're going to have to take out pages because this is pretty thick. And it's got the 2 buttons, it's got lace. Even if you're going to use just something like this, this is thick. This is cardstock. It's got a little, you know, ephemera on it, you know, decoration and stuff. So that again, whoops, I'm off the page here. So yeah, if you're using cardstock, you definitely are going to have to take pages out. If you're using just copy paper, I don't know. You'd have to just see on how thick your book is getting and work accordingly. So, I hope that that gives you guys some good ideas. And, I believe there's other pockets and things you can make with already made journals. I didn't look them up, but, I think I know of a video, of a lady who did use a book like this, and she made all pockets out of the entire journal. I wouldn't do that, but it would give you ideas on other ways that you can, you know, do things like this. So I'll try to find it and put it in the comments so that you can check her out on YouTube. And that's pretty much it. Everything is just the same, except that you are using the store-bought journal. And you know, the cover, even so, you could even, excuse me, you could even put material over this cover, you know, and bring it over here. And then you could put a piece of cardstock to cover the material where you know, put it, you know, brought it over and folded it over. So you could use material, you could use decoupage. You could, if you buy the covers that are just, you could probably decoupage this too. This is kind of like a fake leather type stuff. I don't know what would hold on to this. That's why I'm not going to even attempt to do this cover, because I just have no idea what would hold this. I think I would probably have to sandpaper it to give it some something to grab onto. But you can definitely do a collage journal cover. If you get a plain one at the store, or even one that has like, that's ugly on clearance, you just grab all of your cutouts, different stuff that you have, and you could start with something like this in the middle and work around it, or do this whole part with, say, um, book pages, and this could be your center. That would be really pretty. So yeah, it's all in the imagination, you know. So I hope this helps you guys that are not yet confident, or, you know, think you have 10 thumbs and can't make a cover. But I encourage you to try at some point to gut a book and, you know, make a cover, or just like I do sometimes. These are so simple. If you get on YouTube, get on Amazon and get yourself some thick, hold on a minute. Let's get this out of here. This is just a thicker cardstock, okay? It's not chipboard. And all you have to do, and I use this for a cover, and I just fold it in half, okay? Line it up, fold it in half. I put my signature in here of how many pages, and you don't have to tea dye. You can use plain white paper, okay? You can get it ready how you want. You can stencil it, do whatever you're going to do. When fold it in half, and then, you know, most of the time you have to cut down, you know, cut off the excess so it doesn't hang out. And then you just do that 3 pamphlet stitch that I showed everybody. There's one of my videos, and you just, you know, put your 3 holes here and just do 1 signature. It's very easy. And once you do the 1 signature, I guarantee you won't be afraid or think that you can't make your own journal cover, because it's, you know, it's not hard. It just takes a little bit of practice, and I guess it can be intimidating, but once you do it, it's like, oh, wow, you know. I was afraid to do my first one, and I just kept trying, and I've had tons of problems with doing 2 and 3 signatures, but I don't give up because I like the challenge, and I also just want to improve on what I'm doing. You know, this is something, the longer you do it, you know, it's like anything else. You get better the longer that you do it and the more that you do it. So, you know, if you're intimidated right now, just someday just jump in the water and just go, I'm going to try. If I fail, I throw it away and start again. It's just paper. You know, I love Pam at the Paper Outpost. She is just like, it's just paper, you know, just throw it away and do it over. And I think that's a really good attitude, because it's not a big deal, you know. It's not something we should take seriously, and it's something we should have fun with. And, you know, if you're sitting there looking at somebody else's and going, wow, I really want to know how to do that, I just want to do it, you know, that's the way you learn, is by making mistakes and starting over. And there's nothing wrong with that. So anyway, I hope I didn't gab too much, and I hope that I was able to give you guys a little insight. And you know, if you do it, please show me. I make you guys these videos, and I really want to see what you do, and I know a lot of you are scared to show what you make, but don't be. We all started in the same place, and you know, somebody said the other day they didn't want to show what they made, and it was darling. This little red pocket, it was so cute. And I just was like, why are they afraid to show it? So yeah, if you come over to the Misfit Journal Maker group on Facebook, please, please, please show us what you make. And if you have ideas that are different than mine, show us those too. I am not an expert in any way, shape, or form. I've just been doing this a long time, and I learn things from other journal makers just like everybody else. And you just add your own creativity to it. And that's the fun part of seeing everybody else's stuff, because they think of stuff you would never think of, and you're like, wow, I got to try that next time. And so that's the beauty of it. So anyway, that's it for today. And next week, I'm not going to do any more videos for this week. Next week, I will do the altered book, and that will be completely different, because I'm actually going to do a real one for myself that I'm going to use. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I have been wanting to do one forever. So I'm really excited about preparing for that over the weekend. And yeah, try this. This is so cute here. I'm in love with this now. And I'm not probably ever going to use this journal again, but I don't want to mess up my little dots. One thing, if you use these stickles, or there's a whole bunch of Nuevo drops, whatever, usually it takes a good 3 or 4 hours for them to dry. Just in case you guys haven't used these yet, because if you shut your page too early, they're history. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not a sub, I'd love to have you. And I'm going to put my Facebook group in the comments. And you're welcome to come and visit us and show us what you do. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you next week.